Alright, I'll be making a series of videos really for the benefit of my student Steve, Steve made some swords for him, so you guys might have seen the photos. The camera and the clip unfortunately is going in and out of blurriness, so there must be something wrong with the way I've set my camera up. It might be as simple as a smudgy lens. Some of the movements I'm teaching kind of exaggerated, like sort of making a big exaggerated movement just for the benefit of memorizing the movement. Later on, of course, it might be a bit more refined as you advance. There was one part of the video that made me cringe a little bit where I'm trying to teach something using my hands, so I put my swords in between my legs like that. To me, that's something that just made me cringe, because I think really you should respect your training equipment. You wouldn't just leave your sword on the ground and walk over it, sit over here, pick your nose under the school sign or anything like that. So sometimes it is good to be respectful, because that's teaching self-respect. And I think self-respect goes hand in hand with self-defense. Alright, enjoy the clip, guys, from what you could see of it, so it's not too blurry. Just tell us when you're rolling.
It's got a red dot.
Yep.
It's recording.
Alright, the first section can be done in different ways. A lot of this stuff is just my own interpretation of the form, because I haven't formally been taught by a grandmaster. When you get to the sword levels, you're actually meant to be pretty high up. But I've found that just by copying what I've seen out of the corner of my eye, senior people training, just the movements themselves, I've been practicing them since about the year 2000. I've found a lot of combat applications naturally occur, and even some stuff later in the video, the footwork can be translated into the empty hands movement. But anyway, the first section here, the way that I do it is I go like that and like that. So I'm sort of circling this one here a bit like that and a bit like that. A simplified version would be to be like this, and if you keep practice the move there. So yeah, just that bit there. This bit's covering the space. If I'm using a crosshand movement here, this bit could be taking the weapon away. So if you come in with a forward strike, here's one movement, and see this bit here can kind of lock up different bits as well. But that could be accompanied with an attack. If you come in with a straight strike here, there's the sideward movement. So there's the scooping motion. So this type of movement here, if you come in with a downward strike, boom, you can apply them both together to accompany each other, pitting the foot, then you've got all this. So if you strike again, I might just use that, and this could be a downward strike. So there's a lot of combat in there. If you put the swords down for a second, it complements the empty hands. So you come into strike here, I've got your ribs, and I've got that away. Here you can do your fancy stuff like you're into grappling or stuff like that. But here you can use this bit from the sword as covering the arm, so like that. There again, I'm pinning the foot, which is quite bewildering. So if we go to the movement again, that is this, and then this. Alright, we'll swap around. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a really simple strike. Now you might think, well, why aren't they sparring? These forms and drills are like a blueprint. If you can't do them in simple format, how are you meant to do them moving around erratically, if you can't even do it from a learning perspective? So from here, yep, good. Yep. You might want to keep that a bit further away from your own arm, so the movements are subtle. A bit like in a sword and tower form, the movements are subtle but have a big result. Good. Now from there you can cover that arm. Yep. Okay, we'll get on the other side here. Yep. Boom. So that there, you can put more of it if you come in to strike me. When I'm covering the arm, then you can put more of an emphasis of that there could be taking the weapon away. Boom. That there could be striking. So there's a lot in just this. Yep. Good. Good. Yep. So of course for safety reasons I'm veering off a little bit because these things are made out of metal. I might use these ones. Yeah, I'm going to go a bit more direct. Good. Whoops. Yep, that happens. It's part of learning. Cool. So if you come in and strike me, boom, boom. Yep. Yeah, because you'd come in with a really low strike, there's no point if you come in really low trying to do this because I've got this exposed. So I just popped it away there. But if you come in towards the throat there it goes. Yep. And this could be just to get out of the way to do another move. Strike on the other side. Boom. Boom. So here I've got bad balance because when you're talking, you tend to stuff things up. I made a video where I'm beating up my stairs and stuff like that, and I'm ranting away, and I left my thumb out in the whole video, and I'm thinking if that was a combat situation, it could get grabbed or it could get punched. But just for teaching, I'm just trying to get the general ideas. Yep, it's good. Do it again. Good. Again. That's all you need to get them away. Boom. And there I'm naturally in the same type of movement, just this arm's underneath and this arm's over the top. I could be having my swords down, you come in to strike, and I've just moved it a little bit, and there's that second movement that could be into the throat. Alright, so we're going to go over bits of the sword form, because Steve's got new swords, and just something to help you memorise the movements. Alright, and yeah, thank you.